Real quick. Alright, yeah, how's it going? Bandro. How did you find your mentors and are they paid? They actually found me. It sounds retarded, but my mentors found me. It was Michael and Jacob Braden are mentoring me, so essentially Michael Bernstein. They found me. Mikey again, I don't know if you know what that is. Mikey again found my YouTube channel, and we've been talking to him for a while before that, and he has been working with Michael Bernstein. And so in 2023, he connected me with Michael again. What, can you guys hear me? What's wrong? Is there a problem? How's it going, everyone? There's so many people today. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, so I wanted to just talk to you about, oh, by the way, quick update on the launch of my TikTok shop. If you follow my daily uploads, the first 48 hours since we got the stock, I did $7,000 in sales in 48 hours. And then in total, within the last 4 days, I guess, since we got back in stock, we did around 10K so far. So that's a pretty nice start. It's a little more than I expected, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to get like $1,500 a day, but it shot up to $3,500 per day because I don't know. I just underestimated how crazy it is. But yeah. What up, Alex? How's it going? Okay. How did you not think it was a scam? I mean, I've been talking to Mikey again before he connected us, so I knew it's a real account, the Mikey's real account. And I was a little skeptical at first, but they just told me, you know, if you want to, let's schedule a call. And so I did, and they were actually helpful. So I kept talking to them. Yeah, so do you still do organic dropshipping or only TikTok shop? I only do TikTok shop, bro. I still get sales organically just because I've been doing organic for years and I built pretty crazy momentum, but I only get sales just because of the momentum. I don't focus on organic. I focus on TikTok shop, and that makes sense because I guess I may or may not have got $30,000 in COGS right now in the warehouse, so I might as well make use of that and sell that out real quick. How do I silence the beep every time someone enters the conversation? That's a really good question, bro. It's so annoying. Every time someone joins, I hear this stupid sound from Discord. I wonder if it's possible to turn that off. Because you can also hear it in the freaking recording of the calls. It's pretty annoying. What's the best way for me to find a mentor? I never purposefully looked for a mentor. Mentors have always kind of like been finding me, which is weird. But yeah, I guess if you really want to find a mentor, just think about the people that you watch online and then try to get in touch with them. If they don't have a private community yet or any community yet, that's even better. Maybe try reach out to people that you want to learn from online, whether it be Beheza or whatever it is. Just doesn't matter. Reach out to them via email, other methods, and try to get mentored by them. Be ready to pay a lot though if they don't have a mentorship. Why do you even need a mentor? That's a good question. I'm not mentoring, and this sounds at this point like I'm a course seller and I'm trying to convince it to buy my course, but I have nothing to sell you. So, as someone who has nothing to sell you, mentors have been pretty helpful in my journey, and the best way to describe what way they helped is they just shorten the learning curve. So basically, if you have a mentor, instead of figuring everything out yourself, you can learn from his mistake or their mistakes. And that really shortens the learning curve, because you don't have to try out these things that you would have tried by yourself, and instead you just do the things that he tells you that already work, that he knows already work. So you don't absolutely have to have a mentor. Obviously, you can still succeed without a mentor. I made my first 10K online before I had a mentor, $10K. But it's definitely helpful if you have the right mentor, and yeah, and they're not just trying to scam you and make money off you, which is 90% of the mentors today. That's the whole point. How to do taxes under 18? I don't think you can legally do that. Actually, no, you can if you form a company under 18. It's a lot of hustle, but it's possible. It's just the same way you would do it if you were over 18, bro. What do you think about paid courses and paid courses that come with a mentor? I actually bought a course back in 2023, early 2023. I bought a course from Anthony Eclipse. It was Ecom Mafia. And I'm still in that course, by the way. I got a lifetime thing. So, courses are useful, but only if you're like a complete beginner. I feel like if you're advanced, you really need a mentor. But if you're just a beginner, I mean, you can actually find all the information they teach you in the beginner courses online. So it's kind of unnecessary. You can just search it up if you want it bad enough, and just, unless there's a mentor involved, buying courses is kind of unnecessary. I'm not gonna lie, my first ever course that I watched was August 2022 when I was starting out with dropshipping. It was Beheza's course. And guess what? I didn't even have to pay for it. I just searched up like Beheza course for free, watch online, some shit like that. And I found Beheza's course for free. So you can pretty much find any course you want for free online. And even if you don't find that course, you can get answers to pretty much all of your questions online. If you have a question, just Google it, go to YouTube. There's like thousands of people that have dealt with this problem that you're facing right now in the past. So you don't even have to pay for courses. You don't have to pay for knowledge. It's all out there for free. The majority of the stuff that I know today came from free resources online. You don't have to pay anyone for that. But mentorships are good for accountability and just you being able to ask questions to someone that's done it before you. It's pretty nice. Are you planning to do mentorship in the future? I really don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just, this is the age-old question. I really don't want to do it anywhere in the near future. Not this year, not next year, not in any near future. But maybe one day I will do consultings like for big business people, because it's just like a lot of new connections, and not even for the money, but just like to get the experience of other people and learn from their mistakes, and just to practice solving problems for other people. I think that could be helpful. But at the level I'm going to be at it in the next few hours. Not to be cocky or anything, I don't think it's going to make sense for me to do it for money. Like, at this point, it doesn't make any sense when you're a multi-millionaire. But I think it's still helpful. So maybe in a few years, bro. But right now, I'm literally a mentor for you, just for free. Like, you can ask me anything you want. I'm answering all of your questions. It's the same exact thing, but for free. So I guess I'm already kind of a mentor, but free one. How much money did you have to start your business? Well, my first ever store that I launched in August 2022, it's documented online. If you go to my Costify YouTube channel, the first ever video that I posted is actually a dropshipping challenge in which I ran my first ever online store. And I spent about $600 or $700 on everything, including ads and the product cost. I think it was, like $600-$700, but that's stupid. I was just a retard, bro. You don't have to really spend that much money. If you start today with organic dropshipping, you can start $20. And my most successful store organically that I ran and made $80,000 in revenue with and $40K in profit, I started it with $20. Literally, that's all I had. Maybe $30, including the VPN and a SIM card to target the US. It's like $20, $30 in total, including the product cost, including the Shopify, including everything I needed, and I made $40K in profit with it. So yeah, you don't need much to start these days, especially if you're in the US. My daily routine. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a mess, bro. Like, I go to sleep at like random times, 1, 2, 3 a.m., depending on how much I work, depending on how sleepy I am. Yesterday I was pretty sleepy, so I went to sleep at 2. But I just kind of like wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, bro, and get to work. Like, it's pretty nice to live alone because I work in the kitchen, so I wake up, I go to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then I go straight to the kitchen and just start working. And then I work for like 3-4 hours before having breakfast. It's pretty important because you don't want to get your dopamine up before you get some stuff done. That's the way I look at it. And it's just like you're more productive in my experience when you don't eat, when you're hungry. I don't know why. It's because when you eat something, the blood goes to your digestive system and not to your brain. So you're like, it's a little overloaded already and all the blood is down there. I don't know, maybe. So I just feel more productive when I'm not eating. And I don't drink any coffee or energy drinks. I don't take Sins. I don't take any nicotine or anything like that. So it's all natural. And yeah, the most natural way, I guess, is just staying hungry to increase productivity. What do you consider work? Something that just moves the needle, something that will bring me closer to my goals right now. So yeah, whatever it is, whether it's replying to one of your guys' DMs, whether it's listing a new product on my TikTok shop, whether it's reviewing my creators' videos, I feel like it's all work as long as it brings me closer to my goals and moves the needle, because everything I do moves the needle. But I'm not calling something like going out for a walk to feel better and to get back more prepared and work better a work. I don't think that's work, even though it's sort of related, because everything I do in my life essentially is work. Except for like taking a shit. Everything I do is work, because I go outside to get some fresh air, to come back and get ready to work more. I eat while I work, but I also eat to get nutrients, to get energy to work more in the future. I even take time off, like an hour, to feel better in the future and work more. It's like pretty much everything I do is work, but I only call things that I actually do to like make progress work. Like I'm on my computer, or I'm journaling. I guess no, I'm not actually calling that work. Taxes are the simplest thing you do. You just get an accountant when you make money, done. Have you ever worked a 9-to-5 job before? Yeah, I actually worked 2, and it's documented. I have like videos. It's in my first, or no, it's in one of my videos on my YouTube channel. I uploaded footage from that. When I was 14, I really wanted money, and I started working at a fucking little cafe. They were just making like cheap food on their junk food, and I was getting paid, bro. I was getting paid like $6 an hour, and I was working 8 hours every day. And eventually I just quit because it's just so annoying, bro. Like those early days are when I realized that working for someone is just really not for me, especially like a 9-to-5. You get paid like nothing. And also I was also like a kid, so they kind of took advantage of that and chose to pay me really like nothing. And it was still, I thought of it as like a lot of money. $6 an hour is fucking nothing. And then I also worked another 9-to-5 later that summer, 2022. I think I worked in winter 2022, like at the end of the year, after I lost all of my money dropshipping and I owed my parents a few $100s. I had to work in order to get them the money back and to get capital for my next store, because I didn't even know organic dropshipping existed. So in my mind, it was all ads, and I had to get the budget to run more ads. So I also worked later at like a street market for vegetables, cleaning the floors. About the same pay, $6-7 an hour. Also working a lot there. And then I got that money, I invested it into dropshipping, and then February 2023, 2 or 3 months after I quit my last job, I started making money online with organic dropshipping, and then I never worked for anyone a day in my life after that. And I'm never gonna. So yeah, I did. How do you choose winning products for the TikTok shop? Is it the same as organic dropshipping? No, it's completely different. So these days, I don't look at like the burner method. I don't look at like these little like things that you do for organic dropshipping. The way I find products, the way I search for products on TikTok Shop is I look at the markets and I try to evaluate what's going to make me like hundreds of thousands of dollars, what's going to make me 7 figures. I don't look at like quick cash grabs, like a little Valentine's Day product that's going to make me $30,000 in profit. I'm not really looking for any new products right now. I kind of know what I need to do already, but when I looked last time for a new product, I was thinking about a product that I can make myself, like a custom product, and I made it, and it's currently in the works. So I'm on a bit of a different level, but if you're just starting with TikTok Shop, you can just bring over products from organic dropshipping that worked, that you think you can do, and just run those on TikTok Shop if they were winning products organically, bro. I've been posting consistently for about a month, and I've had 2 videos do all right. One on TikTok and got 80K, and on YouTube got 30K. Should I make a website or wait? But the product I'm testing is an old custom rugs trend. Doesn't matter that the trend is over. It doesn't matter if the trend is over. If people are interested in your comments, you can still sell it, bro. That's how you need to judge. How you need to judge it, Cincy. So if you see that people are interested in the comments, it really is. It depends on how many people are interested and on your engagement rate and all that stuff. So I would need to take a look to really tell you. But yeah, as long as people are interested and it's not some unrelated brain rot videos that went viral, you should definitely make a website, bro. I remember I got like 20K views with the fidget trigger with the 80K product that I was running, and off the 20K views I got a sale. So it doesn't really matter the amount of views as long as the audience is interested. Okay, I'm new to dropshipping and just getting started with building my brand, but I truly believe that it's going to work. I've been watching YouTube videos for years on dropshipping, so I've already gotten the experience I needed. Oh, you're talking about mentors. You don't have to have a mentor, like I said. You can learn everything off YouTube. Am I yapping too much? Why did you put your business on your parents' name and not yours? Yeah, because Austria's right here, because I'm just not 18, bro. I can't even possibly do it technically. You have to be over 18 to run stores on Shopify. So, yeah, I can't. Maybe you can in your country if you're 16, but in my country, I can't do that, bro. It wasn't possible. I would do it for sure. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. I don't like talking about those things. I want to keep them to myself, but I don't also want to limit myself to anything. That's why I prefer just to say nothing. But yeah, I'm just gonna skip that question, bro, Alex, because yeah, I just don't want to limit myself to anything. I don't know what's gonna be around 5 years from now, but definitely really, really fucking filthy rich. First store got 2 sales, organic. Low key feeling good about organic because I've blown enough money on ads, literally, bro. What payment provider did you use before getting your LLC? I used PayPlus, bro. I already replied to you. Why would creators not just run their own TikTok shop instead of working with you? This question, I get asked that quite a lot, and it's such an obvious answer in my opinion. Like, bro, I literally took a massive risk. I spent $30,000 on COGS. I spent months analyzing the content and teaching people. In fact, I've actually been working with creators for a year. I have done all this work. I've taken all the risk. I know everything. And now all they need to do is post videos and make money. Like, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. That's one. I took all the risk. The second thing, they get free knowledge. So I teach them, I review their videos, I tell them what to do, and basically they just get the guidance that they need, because at the end of the day, if they make money, then I make money too. So it's kind of advantageous for everyone for me to teach them, and they understand that. And then the third thing is they don't have to invest anything at all. I set them up with the product, I set them up with the affiliate TikTok shop account, I set them up with everything they need to start making money. So, and there's a lot of case studies of my creators. I never really talk about that, but if you go over to the Work with Costify channel on this Discord server, you're going to see a lot of reviews from my creators. They just organically left them there. And my creators have made up to $50,000 working with me per creator. And it's not that uncommon that creators make multiple 5 figures working with me. So, yeah, I guess it just makes sense. Do you focus on giving ideas to creators? Of course, yeah. I have creator managers, but I always review their videos as well. Like, I'm not that rusty, bro. Not rusty at all. Just today I came up with at least a couple of good video ideas that I give to creators. I review videos every day. Today I had at least 5 calls with creators and creator managers. I'm still in the game. Like, I'm reviewing videos, coming up with content. Of course. What makes a TikTok shop product a winning product? Something viral that people want? I don't know, bro. It's kind of a weird question in my opinion. If you want to really scale super far, I would look for something that solves a problem probably. But if you want a quick cash grab, it just needs to be viral, and that's pretty much all you need to look for, bro, kind of. And that people are going to want. It needs to have somewhat of a good perceived value. But there's so many different factors that play into it, bro. All my accounts have been banned on Instagram. I don't know why, and I don't know what to do with it. I had 5 accounts. I don't know, bro. I need to look at your specific case. Just get a new phone. And try to make more, bro. Bro, there's so many questions today. Holy shit, bro. I want to invite Anthony as well to help me out with the fucking questions, because it's crazy. Should I invite Anthony Fernandez? When you will fly to Dubai, if you fly, will you return to Israel or will you return occasionally? So I'm going to fly to Dubai on the 4th of July. Today, I just got a message from GPC Chris, a friend of mine that's done multiple 6 figures with organic dropshipping, and he just texted me and he said, UAE just fucking closed the airspace. And Israel's airspace is pretty much closed, shut down right now as well. So I don't know if my flight is actually going to get canceled or not. ChatGPT tells me every single day, I ask it again, and every single day it tells me there's an 80% chance that the flight is going to get canceled. I really still hope and believe that it's not going to be the case, but it's 10 days from now or 11 days from now. I already spent 1K on the Airbnb and planned everything out, so it's going to be a shame if that happens. But if everything goes according to plan and I fly there, I'm gonna only fly there for a week and then come back. And I'm only gonna move to a different country like towards the end of July probably. I'm gonna still stay here, and obviously I will still return to Israel occasionally. Like my girlfriend's gonna be here serving in the military for 3 whole years, so I'm gonna visit her. So if you were able to take a dropshipping product to put it onto TikTok Shop, will they all work as long as there's low competition? Yeah, they can even work if there's high competition. If there's 2 good products on TikTok Shop, the product they actually both good, both solve a problem, and they're both in the same niche, it's the exact same thing, the product with the better marketing wins. So all you need to do is figure out marketing, you need to figure out the content, you need to figure out everything regarding how you're going to get it viral, how you're actually going to put it in front of people's faces. And once you do that, you can pretty much make any product work as long as it's not like fucking... I was going to say as long as it's not like a bottle of water, but then I remember there's a Liquid Death, and it's like a multi-billion-dollar company, so you can make literally anything work in any industry as long as you can make it go viral. So it's all about branding and virality and understanding what works in short-form content. That's why it's the most important skill, and that's another reason why it's so important and why it's so cool and why so many creators do it. They start as a creator, as an affiliate creator, learn all of these skills to go viral, how to make an organic video, how to get people to see the product, and then once you understand these skills, it's just so easy to make anything you want go viral, and then you can just pretty much succeed in like any realm of online business because you can just, because attention is money, right? And if you can direct and funnel people's attention to a certain product or a certain service, you're going to make money. So being a creator is really helpful, and it's going to help you in the future with any business model you're going to pursue. So that's another reason. But yeah, I guess this is going to work even if there's no low competition. Creators here, yeah, my man. Thank you, brother. That's tree. Bro, why is there Hebrew in the chat, bro? You see my finger, bro? Okay. Is spending money on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc. ads still a good option today? Of course. I'm not doing ads, but I know a lot of people that make a lot of money with ads. You can go to the Wins channel on the server, and there's a person. His name is Sleepy. He's making like 7 figures a month, I think. Like, I don't talk to him much. I can't really vouch for him, but I have spoken to him ever since 2023, I think. And yeah, so there's a lot of people, but that's like the higher level. I would say the first step, if you want to get from 0 to 1, is organic dropshipping, then or organic TikTok shop. Then from 1 to 2 is ads. That's when you get into 7 figures. And then it's probably a combination of the 2 together to get from 2 to 3. It's organic creators plus ads, everything together, because in order to build a really big 8-figure brand, in my opinion, I've never done it, but in my opinion, it's organic content with ads, because you need to build a community and also put it in front of millions of people's faces. So it's probably a combination of both. But yeah, I would start off with organic. Yeah, bro, I hope everything's going to be fine soon. If you found a good product but the profit margin is low, would you not run it? Don't want to fuck myself later down the road if other expenses come up to 30%, come up and 30% margin doesn't convert it. Something like product cost or creators. Well, my current profit margin is about 30%. So 30% is pretty good at big scale. It's actually very decent. If you can get it at, if you can leave it at consistent 30% margin at like 100K months, you're still making 30K profit a month. Like, people that do ads have wet dreams about that kind of profit margins per month. So that's a pretty nice profit margin, 30%. But if you're doing it alone and it's low scale, obviously it doesn't really make sense. Like that product that I made 80K in revenue with organically, and I got 40K in profit, that's a 50% profit margin. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it depends on the volume. And yeah, to answer your question, if you found a good product but the profit margin is low, would you not run it? I wouldn't not run it instantly. I would go to other suppliers. I would go to Alibaba, message everyone that there is that has this product listed, try to talk to my private suppliers and get the price down. But yeah, I really haven't faced this issue, to be honest. I don't think it's ever been an issue for me with bulk inventory. I just source it for a lower price. So yeah. I can do good offers, like Kira said here. You can get upsells and bundles and increase the AOV, and then your profit margin is likely going to go up if you upsell some shit that's really cheap. By organic dropshipping, you mean organic natural products? No, bro. Organic dropshipping is when you don't run ads. Yeah, Kara's right. And you just run and you just post videos organically with a link to your product. So you post a video on YouTube, blows up, gets a million views, and there's a product link in the description or in bio. People go there and buy it, and without having to run any ads. So that's organic dropshipping. And I do organic advertising on TikTok Shop also. I never ran any ads to any of my TikTok shops that I've ever touched. Some people actually told me to do it back when I was doing 25K a month, around 25K a month in 25 to 30 in fall 2024 with my product on TikTok Shop. The warehouse owner told me that I need to start doing paid ads and that he saw a lot of potential in it. But I've heard a lot of bad things, and people saying if you start running ads like Spark ads, which means that you just promote an already existing video on an account on TikTok, if you start running ads to videos on an account on TikTok, it can fuck up the account, and then you're not going to be able to get any organic views in the future. TikTok will only give you views on this account from now on if you run ads to it. And I really didn't want to fuck up any of my accounts, so I never really tried that, but it's still on my to-do list for sure. I'm going to need to try that one day. I mean, I will eventually try it inevitably because I'm going to be running pretty big brands pretty soon, so. But yeah, I haven't tried it yet. How many products do you sell? Currently, well, I sell many products, but like the ones that I'm focused on, I only have like one. The one that I invested all of my money into. So, yeah. Basically one, bro. And I just put all of my attention, I allocate all of my attention to that product, because what's the point of running, for me right now, 5 different products if I know that this product already works? And if I put more effort into this one, it's going to be a higher ROI activity than testing 5 others. Not to mention that I don't really have the capital to test other products, bro. I just also ordered more inventory today, by the way. I sent a wire. I am ordering more. I got a payout like 2 days ago, and today instantly the first business day, I ordered more inventory, bro. It's like fucking, like I need a fucking addiction at this point. Getting a little bit of a payout, and I'm instantly putting it all into inventory. I sent like $2,600 for more inventory, but it just makes sense. I ordered it with the fastest shipping option possible. I paid a little bit premium because it's just like a fucking money printing machine, and I just need to feed it more money. I put in $10,000, and with 30% profit margin, I get back like $13,000 endlessly, and it just keeps repeating over and over and over again. I just have to do a little bit of work every day, and I put in $30,000, I get back $40,000, whatever it is, in profit, and it just kind of it's really fun. So that's what I do right now. And I really don't mind taking the risks. I don't feel like it's a risk at all. The product is fucking awesome. What do you think about running dropshipping and TikTok Shop at the same time? I want to do it. Yeah, definitely, bro. Like if you got free time, do both. Like I know you, bro. You can do it, bro, I guess. But just make sure to focus on TikTok Shop because it's a really big opportunity. The biggest challenges when starting out a new TikTok shop, I guess getting capital, and depending on the country that you live in, getting a 3PL, a reliable 3PL. That's really important. I've heard this guy, Hudson Leon Grade, I think, or Leo Grade, I don't remember. He spoke about this, and he was asked, he's done $500 million in a single year with his brand Comfort on TikTok Shop. And he was asked, what is the biggest challenge when moving to a new country, like going international with your TikTok Shop? And he said that the biggest challenge is finding a 3PL, a reliable 3PL. So yeah, I guess that's the biggest challenge. I can refer you to, by the way, yeah, I actually have a 3PL that I work with. I need to put it on my server, but if you want a 3PL, just DM me and I'm going to connect you with mine. And in the UK, it's fulfilled by TikTok Warehouse. In the US, it's only private 3PLs at the moment. But yeah, I guess it's finding the 3PL and finding a good product and figuring out advertising, because not everyone has like a in-house pool of 20 creators like me. So you need to find a way to advertise your product, find a 3PL, and find a product. So yeah. What do you work on most of the day? It's a tough one. I actually don't know. I think communication just with people. texting different people, making sure everything is running smoothly, making sure everybody's doing what they need to do. Probably that, and then the rest of it is just reflection, reviewing videos, ordering more inventory. I don't know, bro. I don't even know how it comes up to this many hours. Like, it sounds like nothing, but then, it's already fucking 8:30 p.m. and I've worked for the whole day ever since I woke up at 10. It's ridiculous. But I feel like it's mainly communication and just managing people and stuff like that. So, yeah. How do you go about bringing a dropshipping product to TikTok Shop? How would you test it? And is there a few product niches you recommend going into? I would test it with Amazon Prime deliveries, so you don't have to have stock. You can literally dropship from Amazon to TikTok Shop. When you get an order, you just place an order on Amazon to your customer's address, and then you put the tracking code that Amazon gives you to TikTok Shop, and then you should be good. That's how I tested my first winning product on TikTok Shop. And it's all documented online. It was the Sad Hamsters. And I made $70,000 with that, I think, on TikTok Shop. And I started testing it. I was losing money because it was really unprofitable. The prices on Amazon were really high. So the first 15 or 20 orders, when I was testing it without inventory, I would lose like $3 per sale. Literally just gone, lose it all. And then I ordered finally stock. So the COGS went down a lot. And then the first day we got in stock, I got $1,700 in a day, and then sold it out within 3 days with my creator. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, I would test it with Amazon dropshipping. Are you going to finish school in Israel or drop out? I finished 12th grade at the age of 16 with a full high school diploma. Congrats, bro. Yeah, I already finished it, I guess, technically. They canceled all exams. I had one exam left, and because of the war, they just canceled it, apparently. So I guess I just graduated in a really weird way, and I'm never going to come back there. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, it looks like it's going to get canceled for sure. Is it better to do an LLC than to do a sole prop? I don't know how to pronounce that. Actually, I don't know. I guess doing it the sole thing is better. Proprietorship. Is it proprietorship? Can you tell me, Alex, please? I actually have no idea, bro. I never pronounced that word in my life. Proprietorship. I guess the sole proprietorship is going to be the better thing to do because you don't have to go through the hustle of actually signing up with an LLC, and then you can also do it at any time in the future later down the line. But I'm not super sure. Actually don't know that much about the legality of the US and how the system is built. Really not sure, bro. It was just easier and more intuitive to start by yourself without a company, I think, at low scale. Has the way you need to shoot videos for TikTok Organic changed after you started? Well, it depends on the product and niche that you're making videos in. So, of course, my first ever product was, it was so shit. It was this like tiny bottles for perfumes. So you put it on a perfume bottle, and then you can fill it in with perfume and take it anywhere with you. And that's so retarded, bro. I was running it that was my first organic product. I was running it in December 2022. And yeah, so depending on whether you're running that thing or fidget gun or another thing, it depends on the product, bro. But it definitely evolved a lot, regardless. Which 3PL warehouse do you work with? Is there a recommendation for one? Yeah, so I work with, I'm going to literally send you a link right now. I put it in my description of my last video. This is the 3PL. There you go. It's called Rippy 3PL. I have known the owner ever since 2023. It's a pretty cool guy. I've been working with them. I've heard a few people that do thousands of orders on TikTok Shop per month, and they've all been happy. So yeah, I guess you can sign up there, bro. I struggle to find more work to do in my business if I finish all of my main tasks, and it takes me max 2 hours, and then I don't know what to do, and it feels like I didn't do enough and feel like shit after that. What can I do? I thought to list problems and try to improve through learning. What do you think? That's a great thing to do. Yeah, you can start a Kanban board. My friend Alex taught me to do that, and then Kanban board is like a board with it's really organized, and you can put tasks in there, and then you just look at that board in the future, whenever you don't really know what to do, and then you just start doing the tasks on the board, or if you have a whiteboard, that would do. Yeah, Trello. Yo, Alex, while you're here, can you tell me if sole proprietorship is the right way to pronounce that word? Proprietorship? Yeah, so you can just write down the tasks and then do them in the future, and start a personal brand if you have too much time and just do that. I think so. Yeah, there you go. Not that stupid. Just start a personal brand, bro. If you got like way too much time on your hands, start recording videos daily. Start editing the videos. Take on another product. There's plenty of shit you could do, bro. You can always find work to do if you really look for it. Always, always, bro. No matter what position you're in, you can just do push-ups. You can just That's still kind of like work because you're getting your temple, your body into better shape, and then you're going to be more productive. You're going to be more dialed in and wired because you don't have any brain fog because you did the push-ups. So there's always things to do, bro. What would you do if TikTok Shop wasn't available in my country? Well, it's not available in my country, and I'm still doing it. So what I would do, and what I did, is I found the person that's in the US and made a contract with them, basically stating that I will manage the shop that they open, and they will get a commission of like basically a percentage of the revenue that I make in the shop. And I've been operating that way on TikTok Shop ever since I started in 2023. But I recently found out that you can actually make shops with an LLC, and all you need is someone's social security number, and you just need to have them around and for verifications in future in case you need that. So basically, there's ways to literally make shops with only an LLC in the US. Maybe I'm going to make a video on that one day. You can also buy shops these days. There's a link on this server as well. I try to list so many helpful things on here. Channel buy a TikTok shop on this server, and you can go ahead and buy a TikTok shop from a reliable plug. What's the biggest obstacle on the journey? I don't know, bro. I never thought about that. It depends on your situation, I guess. And it depends on the journey that you've taken, bro. It's kind of a broad question. So then you've been working as a sole party and didn't open any illegal businesses. Is it possible to start that way? I don't know, bro. Yeah, I guess I did start like that. I just used my mom's name, and she did have a business formed, but it was like a sole proprietorship. So yeah, but it was just her name. It wasn't a legal entity. And now I don't have anything technically, right? But I operate through a US LLC that's also formed for my parents' name. So yeah, LLC. Because there's influencers out there that always talk about first step recommended open LLC. I actually have no idea. I think first step is figure out how to make money. Second step is make money. Third step is make $1 million and then figure it out after that, Just make money first and then do the rest after that. That's always the way I've been operating. I always just wanted to make the money, and then once the money's made, you can do something else. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the fucking LLC certificates, all that bullshit. It matters, obviously. You need to do it. You need to take care of it. But when you're just starting out, bro, there's nothing to worry about. When you make your first 10K in revenue, nobody's gonna give a fuck. If you have made nothing so far, LLC is the last thing you should think about. You should think about customers, think about money coming in, and then the rest comes in. The rest, you're gonna figure it out later once you start making money, bro. Also, how do you find products not winning, or you're confident is that product? But I don't really understand what that question means, bro. But I look for products on Calidata these days for a TikTok shop. How can I get a Michael Bernstein mentorship program? How much does it cost? Just go to Michael Bernstein Consulting's, or just go to Michael Bernstein's channel on YouTube, and you're going to see there's a link to his mentorship in every video. And regarding the cost, I think it's a few thousand euros. I don't know. I never paid for it, bro. Why don't you commit tax fraud? Do you pay taxes on your income, or do you pay taxes on your profit only after expenses? I pay taxes on the profit only after expenses, but I guess maybe that depends on the type of entity that you have and on the country maybe that you live in. But obviously I only pay taxes on the profit and not on the revenue. And yeah, tax fraud is not a very good idea, I think. I joined into Muay Thai dojo, and I'm trying, and I'm going to the gym, for example. Plus, thank you for advice. Yeah, bro, there you go. Good shit. Your creator, only create videos geared around the products being sold in your TikTok shop? Of course, bro. What's the point of selling something that I don't sell? Like, hey guys, buy this water bottle from him, and I'm gonna make nothing. And I don't really understand the question, but it sounds kind of ridiculous. Of course, the only advertised products that I sell. Do you need US SIM card and open the account through mobile data? I don't really understand the question, but yeah, you do need, if you're talking about a US phone setup, yes, you need a US SIM card and a VPN and a new phone that you're never going to use for anything else other than it just being your US phone that you post videos on. I have 4 phones at the moment, and basically you just put in the SIM card, you plug in, you reset the phone completely, factory reset, then you plug in the SIM card, you set it up with a new Apple ID, set it in the US, and then the first thing you do is you download a US VPN, you turn it on like Surfshark VPN with a dedicated IP, and then you can start signing up on all platforms and running your stuff. Does ToolSuite include Kelidata? It's actually a really good question. So ToolSuite is there's a channel on the server called Cheap Ecom Tools. These are like tools that you're gonna need to use anyway. There's like 50 different tools, including Canva, including 11 Labs, including ChatGPT, including Kelidata is also in there, and you get it all for $30, only $30, no extra hidden costs. And I partnered up with them, so you can get all of these tools, like 50 plus tools, for only $30 a month. And yes, it does include Kelidata. That's the only way I use Kelidata. I don't actually have a subscription on Kelidata. I just use it through ToolSuite for $30 a month. So yeah, check it out. It's going to save you a lot of money. Do you pay taxes in your country or in USA? I pay taxes in USA because it's a US formed entity, and I don't have any business in Israel. Like, I only sell to the US. I only get money paid from people in the US, so I don't really touch Israel at all. Formed in the US, selling domestically, and yeah, so I don't pay taxes in the country that I live in. With your current experience and total income made, what would be the first thing I'd do if I was starting over? I would become a creator, I guess. I would just start to make videos on TikTok Shop Affiliate. And yeah, as cliche as it sounds these days, that's literally the best way to start if you have a low budget or if you don't have any money at all. Become a creator, you're going to get a free sample, you're going to get taught by the people that run it, you're going to get money from commissions, and then you can use that money to invest it into start a person on day one, do all of those things, and you're going to be chilling. Can you guys hear me, or am I lagging? I'm not sure. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I would start being being a creator, and then I would learn the skills, I would make some money, and then I would instantly pivot into having my own brand, which by that time I would also be pretty well known on social media within a couple of months. Not well known, but like I would have some following, and then I would be able to convert those people that follow me into creators, and then I would have those creators run my products along with me. I would be in the trenches because I'm still a content creator, beginner content creator. I'm starting off, I'm making videos, and yeah, that's what I would do. And I would just use those creators, and together we would run that product all together. Checking out Cyprus, 12.5% tax. Also, there is no tax agreement with Israel and Russia. I don't know what it has to do with Israel and Russia, bro, but yeah, Cyprus is pretty interesting. I don't know, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, bro. I think Romania is pretty cool. Not common in the econ community, but very common in the traditional business world. Yeah, I've heard that Mikey is gonna move there, Mikey again this year, and along with Michael Bernstein's brother, Yanni. Not entirely sure that's actually gonna happen, but I've heard that like a few months ago from one of them. Everyone seems to go to Dubai, for real, yeah. You don't have, no, I don't, bro. I don't have the business formed in Israel myself. I have no businesses anywhere. I have no money to my name. I'm completely broke. like on paper, I own nothing, bro. I'm just a random 17-year-old living in an apartment on the beachfront next to the marina in Israel, chilling, and I own nothing. So I'm just chilling, bro. Also, by becoming a creator, you learn the most important skill in e-com marketing. Exactly, bro. I nailed it. Yo, Costify, I'm from your school. Remember me? Yo, shit. No way. I'm the blonde guy and I talked to you and asked you questions. Haven't seen you for so much time. Jeez, that's crazy, bro. I didn't even realize. I think I remember you, bro. Yeah, I didn't go to school in like so many fucking months now. It's crazy. I don't give a fuck about it. But yeah, I remember you. I think I was trying to help you with Facebook ads and you were trying to run watches on Facebook like a year ago. That's crazy. How or where can I learn to become a creator? Just go to Work with Costify. There's a channel on this Discord server, Work with Costify, and apply in the link there, and I'm going to get in touch with you, or my VA will. I'm going to start working if you're a good fit. When you're scrolling Kelodata, what makes a product stand out to you, which makes you want to test it? I currently only look for custom products. Like I said, I want to build my own stuff. So the things that I really look for are, one, products that my creators will be able to run, products that are good with my creators, my pool of creators, which are mainly like males, teenagers, older teenagers, like around 17 years old on average, or 18, whatever. And I look for products that they will be able to run. So ideally products that would fit in that like niche, people that can be advertised to people like my creators, because relatability is really important to sell stuff. So they're going to be selling to their peers, people that are like them. That's the first thing that I look for. Products that I can market, products that I know that I can make go viral. And second thing, obviously, just needs to be a big market. There needs to be at least one competitor that is selling it successfully and making a lot of money with it. And then, or like in the niche. And then, yeah, just trying to think about stuff that, like whether I can make it better than the competitor, whether there's stuff that I can, like ways I could separate myself from them and be better than them, like those kind of things. There's plenty of stuff, and then I can just go over all of that. And yeah, what do I do for fun? I go for walks. I work, bro. Working is fun. I work for fun. I make money for fun. I spend time with my girlfriend for fun once a week. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I go to Dubai for fun, drive supercars there for fun. I don't know. So I do these AMAs for fun. It's really fun, bro. Talking to you guys. It's so fun to see people that want to learn and genuinely help them. I love it. Now, oh, you have a profitable store. Congrats, bro. That's huge. What's your total rev? That's awesome. Really happy to hear that. Instead of an alarm clock, I have a new alarm clock in Israel, the siren alarms. Yeah, I literally was woken up by a siren today in the morning. So, yeah, you can't really keep sleeping if that happens. So that's pretty effective. How should I go about making a store? Like, should I follow a YouTube tutorial? Is there something in Bernstein's course that I should follow? Bernstein's mentorship, if you get the mentorship, you should be able to just ask them questions. Like, get on a call with them, get your website reviewed, ask them for tips specifically for your website, and then you're going to be good. They're going to guide you on your specific situation. But if you're just starting out and you don't have a mentorship, then yeah, YouTube tutorials are good. And then you just ask people. You go into different Discord communities, the active ones. You can just ask people in the chats what they think about your website. You can get into like voice channels of some Discord servers and talk to people live and show them your website and get feedback from them. That's the way I would do it. Yeah. You saw that Nazareth Wisdom have an Israeli girlfriend. Nazareth is that course selling guy. I think that's the one, right? The dropshipping ecom guy that's selling courses. I'm working with AutoDS. I didn't know that, but I don't really care. Yo, what I've been trying to get... Okay, that's not for me. So, yeah, we're going to wrap this up in like 10 minutes. I'm going to go to a call with Anthony Fernandez. Actually, maybe I can invite him over to join. Yo, wanna join the AMA this time? He didn't want to join for like the past few times, but we'll see. Yeah, so let me know if you have any more questions, and if you don't, then we can wrap it up here. It's been a really fun one, 15 minutes long. I'm gonna make a video today recapping everything that happened, but everything is just as always, just making a little bit of progress, doing content research, coming up with new content ideas. You're supposed to receive another batch of inventory today, 528 units. Supposed to come into the warehouse, but I'm not really sure if it's gonna happen anymore. It says Monday by the end of the day. It just got updated from by 1:30 p.m. to by the end of the day, because it's not 1:30 anymore, Eastern Standard Time, and it's on the way. It's not even on the delivery truck, so we're gonna see what it's gonna be. We're gonna see if it actually gets delivered. Ennis, you're such an idiot, bro. But yeah, we're gonna see. Hopefully, it does get delivered. Get delivered today. I don't know if he has a course, but he has 1 million followers and has been in Israel many times. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're talking about the same guy. Costify. I did 7,000 shekels in 2 weeks, and I stopped because my inventory got to 0, and because of the war, I stopped for now, so I'm waiting for a new inventory. Oh, you're selling out of stock. That's pretty cool. So you actually have the product. But yeah, 7,000 2 weeks. It's like $2,000 in 2 weeks or something. It's pretty cool, bro. That's nice. Your age. I saw the work with Costify forum. Do you work with people that have little to no experience? Yeah, I do, bro. But that's probably going to be not me, but my creator managers. I only work myself with like top tier creators usually. Customized product is nice. Let me see if Anthony replied. Yeah, so if you guys don't have any more questions, look it up here. It's a very nice AMA. If you do have any more questions, just drop them in the chat. And yeah, now I'm doing the AMAs weekly. So instead of doing them every other week, every single week on Monday at 1 p.m. New York time, we're having a call here. And yeah, it's been recorded, by the way, as well. So I'm going to post the recording like in a couple of hours. How did you finish school so early? I didn't finish school early, bro. I just did all the exams and I just finished it. I cheated on all the exams and I'm done. When is the next AMA? Next Monday, bro. Weekly on Mondays. So you drop out of high school and don't finish 12th grade? I didn't drop out, bro. I finished the 12th grade. I finished all the way. I didn't know, bro. Bro. Yeah, so yeah, I finished now. But yeah, it's been a nice AMA. You can drop the W's in the chat. You can check out Tool Suite. You can check out Work with Costify to become a creator. For me, I'm going to teach you everything. And reach out to me if you get any more questions. I'm going to post the recap video today. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys next week on Monday, same time. Take care. Peace.